Randy Peterson joining us, the Des Moines Register columnist, joining us from his hospital bed. How are you feeling, Randy?
Well, first of all, thanks. I'm feeling all right. I don't have any pain now, but I'm telling you what, last night when I got to the hospital and my family's all waiting for me in the emergency room, I was feeling quite a bit of pain. So that's why they went ahead and did the surgery last night. They put a rod in my lower left leg. I probably got back into the hospital, into a room about 4:00 this morning, I'm guessing. So yeah, it was quite busy. But we never want to be this story here. Sometimes it's unavoidable. So I'm feeling okay right now. Thanks for asking.
Explain what happened, or what do you remember?
Yeah, it's a good point. Well, first of all, Iowa State trailed by 20 at half, as everybody knows. Rough 20 points in the first half, made a huge comeback, like we've seen Iowa State do so many times over the last couple of years. So as soon as Monte Morris hit the winning shot, I get up from my press row seat, which is on the baseline, take the same path I always do, walk right up by the scorer's table on the court side of the scorer's table to go to the workroom, the interview room, which is on the opposite side of where we sit. I knew the students would come. I've seen this happen 100 times, and as you have, I knew the students were coming. I was trying to beat it, and it just didn't work. And it wasn't just students. That's one of the misconceptions I'd really like to clear up. It was not just students. I've been led to believe, and I've seen the video a couple times. I don't even think it was a student that plowed into me. I'm pretty sure it was not a student that plowed into me. So, but it was chaos on the floor, and but Iowa State officials had it cordoned off. I was not trampled. I saw some of that stuff last night, or my daughters were looking at it and saw it. I was not trampled. I was knocked to the ground, but as soon as I was on the ground, there was security all around me. They blocked off the area, and as soon as they could get through the crowd, the paramedics were there, and I was on a stretcher.
Are you okay with the kids or fans storming the court after a win?
Yeah, I'm okay with it, but just like I'm sure you guys have talked about, and I've heard other national discussions, I'm okay with it. Let the people who need to get off the floor first get off the floor. Yeah. And the students can celebrate all they want. I mean, Iowa State, this is, new basketball coach Steve Prohm, ranked number 4 in the country, or number 2 according to the coaches. A horrendously bad football season. These Iowa State fans, and I'm not just saying students, Iowa State fans, need to blow off some steam. And these guys some of the students have been camping out since Monday. Since Monday night, they were camping out for this game. So, yeah, I get it, and I'm not against it, but I just wish, and it's not just Iowa State, it's a lot of people, that there could be some way that, okay, get everybody who needs to be off the floor, and then have at it.
I don't know if you can tell fans to wait, though, Randy. I know in an ideal situation, you'd say because I always worry about the players. That's where I think you could have some real problems. If fans confront players after a loss or a coach, that's when I think trouble could ensue. But I just don't think you could say, let's wait 60 seconds and then you can storm the court.
Right. No, I agree. There's a lot of dynamics involved with that. I mean, you worry for the referees. I mean, you worry for them. You worry for the Iowa basketball team, Fran McCaffrey, Jared Uthoff, who had a fabulous first half last night. You worry about all those guys, and we're, as reporters, we're down the pecking order. But I would think if people could put their heads together, they could figure out an exit path for everybody that would be safe. But and like I said, it's not just Iowa State. I've been, as you have, involved in court stormings or field stormings. I remember Iowa football. I covered Penn State at Iowa football a while back, and Iowa students crashed the floor, or crashed the football field. So it's not just Iowa State, but I think that once they get everybody off, and like you said, that could be a monumental task to work that out. Then it's okay.
He's Randy Peterson, Des Moines Register columnist who suffered a broken leg last night during or following the Iowa State win over Iowa, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. How do you feel being a cause for somebody? Because now there's a name and there's video attached to it, and you got trampled, you got your leg broken, he almost died. Like it's now you're a name attached to it. It's a cause.
I saw somebody, I don't know, one of my daughters said, it said, "You almost died?" And I'm sitting there, we're joking around in the ER, actually, because I was pretty hopped up on whatever they gave me. We were joking around before I went into surgery. So, I mean, I'm far from dead. I did not get trampled. But as far as being the face to the cause, if it wasn't me, it'd be somebody else. I mean, these happen every so often. Just hopefully something good can turn out of this long range nationally. And if it does, then that's great. But like I said earlier, and like being in the business for as long as you have, we don't want to be the story. We do not want to be part of the story. We're there to review the story and to tell what happened and to give our analysis of what happened. And but sometimes there are some unfortunate instances when we do get a little closer to it than what we feel comfortable with.
When do you go back to work?
I don't know. I got a game Sunday. Iowa State plays Arkansas Pine Bluff. I suppose I could probably miss that game. And I'm sure I will because I'll be in the hospital, they said, for another couple of days.
If Kansas was in town on Sunday, would you be there?
You really have to ask that. I would be there if Kansas was. Yes, absolutely. I would be there with bells on. Somehow they'd maybe rig up something for me. I would be there. There's no question. I mean, Iowa State, Kansas, that's Iowa State's rivalry, and you all know. And talk about controversy and talk about court stormings. I've been involved in court stormings at Kansas before, so it's not just Iowa State, and it's not just students. It was young adults, old adults. A lot of people were on the floor last night.
You're a good sport. Good luck. Hope you feel better, Randy. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Dan. Thank you very much.
All right, Randy Peterson, Des Moines Register.